Hey, hi. In this video, I will show you how we can achieve the AWS infrastructure as a code and achieving the CI/CD task, that is continuous integration and continuous deployment via Github Actions. Okay. So to know more about how you can set up the required environment or required prerequisites, please do watch my previous videos in regards to this, where I have explained the on the each and every prerequisites which we need to set up our required environment. Okay, and also please do subscribe my channel, that would really encourage me a lot. Okay, with that note, let's get started to this video. Yeah. So in this one, here, as you see, okay, in my screen I have a picture, okay, where I have multiple logos, okay, multiple technology logos. Okay, so let me quickly explain what this mean, okay, from my side. As you see here, so here, in the top, okay, I have two logos. One is the GitHub account, yeah, and also I have on the top right side I have the AWS logo, yeah. So at the top, since I have added a big GitHub logo, okay, under the GitHub logo, if you come down, I have added a Terraform and I also added the GitHub Actions logo. Okay, so what do I mean? This is since the because the GitHub account will be hosting a GitHub repo, and the GitHub repo will be having a branches in it. Inside these branches, we will be keeping our infrastructure as a code, Terraform file, or a GitHub Actions related YAML files. Okay, so henceforth, I mean by this saying that the GitHub account will be hosting these GitHub repo and the GitHub Actions. Okay, so that's what I mean. And also at the right side, since I have added the AWS logo at the top and the below, I have added the AWS series of services, okay, where the AWS services will be provisioned via infrastructure as a code and continuous integration, continuous deployment via GitHub Actions. Okay. Yeah, finally, let me quickly explain the pipeline which I have noted at the bottom. Okay, so like this, yeah, this is the pipeline. So first one is ID, that is the Visual Studio Code, okay, where I will be doing my infrastructure as a coding task. Okay, once I'm done with my coding, what I do, I will make the commit and I will make a upstream branch synchronization. Okay, so that means that code will be sitting under a GitHub account, and the GitHub account will be having a repo. Inside that repo, we will be having the branches, yeah. And also once these branches are being pushed, okay, automatically the YAML files, okay, the YAML file which denotes the GitHub actions, okay, which explains what the GitHub actions will going to do, yeah. So that will be get automatically invoked. Okay, so that is the GitHub actions will be invoked. Okay, once the GitHub actions will invoke, they automatically it will run the required Terraform files. Okay, indeed, the Terraform file will create a plan and it will do an infrastructure apply, okay, or it will do the infrastructure deployment, yeah. So at the end, we will having the AWS services, okay, which is gets provisioned under AWS account. Okay, so that's what I mean with this picture, yeah. So now let me quickly show you that how you can set up your GitHub Actions configurations and also branch strategy. Okay, yeah. So let me explain the same thing from my Visual Studio Code. Okay. So before this, I explain. Let me quickly walk you through the GitHub account which I have. Yeah. So this is my GitHub account. Okay. So and this GitHub account, I have a GitHub repo. Yeah. So let me take you to the repo. So this is my GitHub repo. Okay. So this GitHub repo hosting the two branches. Okay. I have created two branches. One is the main branch, which I denote it as a production branch. Okay. So production branch is nothing but through which I will be doing the Terraform apply or provisioning the infrastructure by using the only from this branch. Okay. So that's why I denote the main branch as a production branch. And I also have the one more branch called feature branch. Okay. Feature branch I will denote it as a development branch or infrastructure development branch, or the branch where I will be doing my coding and I will be pushing the code from my local repo to the upstream repo. So, okay, upstream repo. Okay, yeah. So that's what my feature branch does. Okay, henceforth I have only two branch. Okay, make a note of this. Yeah, and after that I have the GitHub Actions. Okay, and under this I have the two GitHub Actions. So let me take you to there as well. So under the GitHub Actions, okay, I have two actions being defined. One with the name, that is the Terraform apply infrastructure release. Okay, so let me open this. So that is Terraform apply infra release. Okay, so this is nothing but the GitHub action which is pointing to my main branch. Okay, from this workflow only the infrastructure, that is the AWS infrastructure, will be provisioned. Yeah, and I also have the one more workflow, one more GitHub actions, that is a Terraform plan infra plan. Yeah, nothing but it does the Terraform. It will run the Terraform plan stage. Huh? And it will it will provide the infrastructure plan. Okay, so but make a note that this action will not provision the any infrastructure. Yeah. So let me quickly walk you through the code, okay, code and briefly give you the future branch strategies, okay, yeah. So that GitHub account is being cloned locally via this Visual Studio Code, yeah. So this is my GitHub repo, yeah, and inside this GitHub repo I have .github and also subfolder workflow, okay. Nothing but the workflow is nothing but the folder. This folder structure is nothing but our GitHub Actions related definitions, okay, yeah. And after that, and under the root I have two Terraform file, okay, one with the name main.terraform file, other one is the EC2 web, okay, that is mean to create the EC2 instances, okay, which I will be showing in the next videos, yeah. So and also let me show you the branches which I have, okay. So as you see here, I have only two branches. One is the main, another one is the future branch one, yeah. So as I explained, these branches are meant to do the respective task, okay. So whereas since I'm doing my infrastructure as a code, or where I'm doing my coding in editing, okay. So I'm doing, as you see here, I'm doing it on the my future branch, okay. Once I'm done with the coding, the required code, what I do is I will go here and sync the changes to my upstream branch, okay. This future branch is nothing but the local branch, okay, nothing but from my laptop, okay. Once I do the upstream syncs, then automatically this code will be published to the GitHub account, okay, GitHub account, and it will be in the future branch, okay. So now let me after that, let me put a pause here, and let me, so once I make the changes, push it to my upstream branch, then automatically a Terraform plan action, okay, the Terraform plan, okay, nothing but this is the workflow definition, which is nothing but a GitHub action, yeah. So what this does is, so it, as the name suggests, it is mean to create a Terraform plan only, okay. Make a note that it will not run any Terraform apply, okay, yeah. So why I'm making this segregation is, and because once you know that what Terraform going to do, okay, the Terraform indeed will tell in the Terraform plan stage, right? So once you go through those plan logs, then you will understand that what changes this Terraform will do at your infrastructure, yeah, at your AWS account, yeah. So that's what I mean, okay, yeah. So let me quickly walk you through this Terraform plan, okay. So as you see here, the name I have given Terraform plan, that is nothing but infrastructure plan, okay. It does not do the infrastructure release, it just creates a plan, okay. That's the reason I have given Terraform plan hyphen plan, okay. It will just create an infrastructure plan. Okay, so now again, so but the condition, okay, the condition at which this action should be kicked in, okay, so it should be kicked in at every pushes that happens on a future branch, okay. And my future branch is, yeah, the branch is nothing but my future branch name is, that is the future branch one, okay. So that's what I have given. So whenever I make a upstream branch synchronization, okay, when I make a pushes to my upstream future branch one, then automatically this GitHub actions will be kicked in, okay. So after that I have one job, okay, and that job has one Terraform configuration, and also it has multiple steps, okay. So let me quickly walk you through this. So under the Terraform definitions of a job, okay, I have given the name of the Terraform as a Terraform, yeah. And I have, and the run on, okay, run on is just I have chosen as a Ubuntu latest, okay, which is normal as it is, yeah. And inside this environmental configuration, so this is the place where our required secrets, okay, required secrets to get the connections back to the AWS account, okay. So this is the place where you will be giving your AWS access key, AWS access secret key, and also the region where your infrastructure has to be provisioned, okay. So those data will be provisioned here, okay. As you see here, that this data I'm retrieving, so I'm retrieving the required access key and the access secret from the secret configurations which are there in my repo, okay, which are there on my repo, that I will show you in the later, okay, yeah. So here, as you see here, I'm dynamically retrieving, okay. I have not hard coded it, but I'm making it referenced from the same secret variables, okay, which is stored on my repo, yeah, on my GitHub repo, okay. So that's about the Terraform stage. Whereas in the steps, okay, in the steps field, I have multiple steps, okay. One is I'm doing a checkout, okay, that is the normal that, yeah, every steps has to be done, yeah. Then the setup, okay, I'm doing the Terraform setup, okay. And after that it is mandatory, okay. So as you know that to invoke a Terraform, you need to make it as initialized, okay. So for henceforth it will get initialized here. And after that, at the final, I'm doing the Terraform plan, okay. So it says the ID is the plan, and when should the Terraform plan should run? It should run when there is an event of any kind of event with the name push, okay. And it should happen on the push should happen on my future branch one. Okay, so this is my future branch one, and the next condition the plan has to run is whenever there is a push. Okay, if somebody goes and direct makes some commit on the code, then this plan won't run. Okay, so that's the reason I made this condition explicitly. Okay, so that it will only run whenever a coder makes the changes, and he will publish the changes to the upstream branch. Then automatically GitHub Actions, that the GitHub action meant for Terraform plan, that is infrastructure plan, will be running. Yeah. Okay, so that's what the Terraform plan is meant for. Yeah. So let me go to the other file, that is the Terraform apply. Okay, you might be aware that the Terraform apply is the command which is meant to run the Terraform finally to provision the infrastructure. Okay, yeah, as the name says, I have given the name like Terraform apply hyphen infra release. Okay, so from where the infrastructure releases will be happening. Yeah, so the condition here you go, the condition is it should on push branches the main. Okay, whenever the main branches, whenever there is a push happens on the main branch, then only this GitHub action should get invoked. Okay, should get invoked. Yeah, and inside this again the job definition. Okay, so the job definition is remains same as it is there in the Terraform plan stage where I explained just now. Yeah, and after that, as you see as the Terraform the next steps. Okay, the next steps are multiple steps. Okay, it includes a Terraform apply. That's an addendum step. Okay, so again let me quickly show you again the steps remain same as it is, that is checkout, the setup, the Terraform setup, Terraform init, Terraform plan. As you see here again, I'm making the condition to remain same. Okay, and I have added the condition that is continue on error. Okay, so when there is an error, it will check. Okay, that the Terraform plan state will be checked here. If there is any error in the Terraform plan, then automatically this action will get exited. Okay, this is the condition which does that. Okay, the steps, that is plan, and the ID is the plan. Okay, the outcome equal to failure, then it will just get exited. Yeah, that's what the condition is. And finally, this is the final step. Okay, this is the final step where the Terraform apply command will be run, and indeed it will provision from where indeed this is the step from where the infrastructure gets provisioned. Okay, so as you see here, I have added the condition, that is the condition is when there is a reference, when there is a reference to the main branch. Okay, when there is a the push happens on the main branch. Okay, as you see here, when there is a push and it is happening on the main branch, then only this GitHub action should kick in. Okay, and the run. Okay, run command is nothing but Terraform apply auto approve. Okay, so that auto approve is nothing but you don't need to approve it, automatically the Terraform will take care of that. Yeah, yeah. So finally let me quickly walk you through this, that is the main file. Okay, this is the main file as you see here. Okay, so this main file contains the Terraform backend configurations. Okay, backend configurations are nothing but the configurations where the Terraform will store the Terraform state file. Okay, yeah, as you see here, I have created a bucket. So, okay, this is the manually created bucket. Okay, inside that bucket, the Terraform it will automatically create a key or a dot Terraform state file. Okay, and it will be created in the region that is the US East .1. Okay, and after that I have added the provider block with the name AWS provider, and the region is US East 1. Yeah, so that's it. So this is the straightforward way of how you can set up your GitHub Actions, which is meant for AWS infrastructure as a code and deployment via CI/CD, and we are achieving the CI/CD via GitHub Actions. Okay, so this is how you will be defining your GitHub Actions. Okay, we will be using these GitHub Actions in the future videos as well. Okay, so with that note, we have done with the quick code walkthrough of how you can set up the GitHub Actions. Okay, so with that note, thanks a lot for watching my videos. Okay, and also one more kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. Okay, with that note, thank you, thanks a lot.